clear.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Prodigal Overland. My name's Brad. If you're new here, welcome. In this video, we're going to be talking about our recent trip to Ouray, Colorado. This trip was a little bit different than some of the other ones we've done because we took a bunch of photographers with us. We partnered up with David McKay from McKay Live. He does trips all around the world, taking people out to some really awesome photography locations, Antarctica, Europe, Africa, and recently we started doing these kind of pairing up trips where the idea is that we take and guide his clients out off-road. Many of these folks have never ever been out off-road in a 4x4 vehicle, so we take our skills in teaching new folks how to safely go out off-road and pair that with David's skills in teaching people photography, and this is the story of how that went.
Sorry, didn't see a thing. Lauren will help spot people through. And guys on 35 and the 2-inch lift, it's less crucial, but certainly learning to see the lines is a good one.
Good job. Looks like you're right on that line. Good job. Perfect. You can start cutting now. Just take it nice and slow. Good job. Yeah. So I don't know if he said, I use driver and passenger as my left and right so that we don't confuse left and right. Okay? So, looks good. Good line. So guys, just a reminder again, if you hear me say driver or passenger, I use that instead of left and right, just so we don't start mixing up our left and right. I'm talking about, nope, you're going the wrong line there, sir. That's all right. You'll be fine. You have enough of a lift. Go ahead. In the future, you want to kind of straddle and keep that open area under your underbelly. That'll keep you from tipping. Yeah. That's fine, because it was close to getting your step.
Here's one of the few obstacles on Imogene Pass, completely optional. And Lauren's going to help guide some of the newbies through it.
So see his tire placement? Like he went right over that high one. So when you start spotting him, tell him to get his tire. So I don't know if you saw, he had his driver's tire over that first little hump there, Mark. Right there.
Tell me if I'm going to clear it.
Yeah, you'll be fine because I think you'll start going up. I'll watch you. It was all right. You got what you're supposed to get. A little bit driver. Up. You might have to back up a little bit and give it just a little bit more gas. Okay, stop. Slow. All right, nope, turn driver. A little bit more. Good. Now go ahead. Oh, okay. There you go. All right, back it all the way down. I'll take you a different line. Okay.
I'm good.
You sure? I can take you over here.
You got this, man. Just follow our line. You'll be good.
It sounds worse than it is. Trust me, I was looking. You're not getting any damage. Just line straight up. Good, and follow that line. I'm just gonna get out of your way. You're all good.
Right on.
Yeah, piece of cake. Good job. It does. It does help. All right, you want to follow that same line? That's good. Just take it slow. Good job. Don't go sideways, man. You screwed yourself.
I did. I totally did. The master screwed up.
He started showing off. There we go. Yeah, you're just a photographer.
If you guys have been watching our channel for a while, you've probably picked up that Lauren's a little scared of heights. And so all of these trails out in Colorado tend to be shelf roads, which gives Lauren a little bit of anxiety. She did much better this year, but this next section is a great example of just kind of what freaks her out.
David! Oh my gosh. Let me look at your other side. Hold up. Just stop. Okay.
David, stand here and help. Tell me how far I can go.
Oh, I hate this. This is what I hate.
She can't do it. Yeah, she can.
Okay.
We'll grab a good camera too.
Go ahead. Okay.
Am I out far enough?
No, but
I can't do this. Oh, David. Woo! I hate this.
He's gonna make him go up there, I guarantee you.
We've done this
You have to
before
hit?
in our other vehicle. We've
It's
been
making
out at
me
the
nervous.
edge and I can't stand
It's
it.
making me nervous.
Oh, I can't stand this.
Are you at the edge right now?
No. Don't knock him over. Oh my gosh, I can't do this. I can't do this.
I'm the off-road plus here.
He makes fun of me, but oh my goodness, I can't do it. I can't handle it. Yes, all you people watching, I am a chicken. Ah! Oh my gosh. Woo! I get nervous if somebody hits a gas pedal or something, then the spotter and the driver go. Thanks.
Straight from there. You're good. You're gonna come down. Okay.
Oh my gosh, in your flip-flops, Brad. Ah! If people wonder why I lose my mind, it's crap like this. Stop! E-brakes! And Brad, get your butt off there. Because he wears these flip-flops and then he's like off camera and he's... Oh, this boy.
Hey, Gary, give us a smile.
We got the Ouray side. And the Telluride side. So there's plenty of runway at the other end.
This next trail here is Mineral
Do
Creek.
you need a spot or
Mineral
you know
Creek
you're
is a
on?
feeder trail to Engineer Pass. It is one of the more difficult trails in the area. Often if you go rent a Jeep in the area, they're not going to let you do Mineral Creek. Both times we've done this, we've either come across scared motorists coming down or going up that didn't realize what they were getting into, or disabled vehicles along the trail.
Could be a situation for off-road plus, a rear locker would be great on this too. I didn't have either of those engaged, but certainly it's going to help a little bit.
Looks good, Mark. You're doing great. Perfect. Nice job, man. Like a rock star, Lori. All right, Dennis. You got this. All right, hold on. Come a little. Now straighten out. Straighten out. There you go. Just take it slow. You got it. Passenger. Just a little bit. Just a bit. There you go. Good. Nice. You got it. Great job. Good job, man. All right, Gary, you're going to turn, yep, and straighten out there. Looks good. Good job. Nice work. Next. Did you see that line, Mike? Looks good. Good job. Easy peasy. There you go. Show off.
Wait right here for back.
Woohoo! So this is one that it looks kind of gnarly, but when you ride your peaks, it's really not too bad. You know what I mean? It's more when you get off
Gonna hug that side.
camber here.
I got to it a little later, but you're gonna just start there.
So let's see. Yeah, so that's gonna be this first little section will just probably be your trickiest part. Because this spot right here is a little wheel chalk, so. Yeah, you have about 2 feet and then you'll start coming up. You're okay though. Start turning. Yep, right there going up. Turn in, driver. Yep. You can straighten out. So you have room to go straight a little bit before you turn. There you go.
Start cutting driver for me. Driver, yep, and up you're gonna come.
I'll take Dennis that route too.
Straighten out just a little bit because you got your rear. A little bit passenger. Yep, right there. Follow that line.
It's okay.
No, but now you're gonna keep
Turn hard, driver.
As you come around.
Hard driver. You got it. Just a little belly wash. Nice, Mark.
So that, it's just, you get pretty off camber here in the beginning.
Right. You did good.
Pull up. So, but do you see, like, was this him, this tire treads here, right here?
Yeah.
So see how close, I don't like necessarily like that.
Lori,
Yeah.
stop there. Let's get you.
What if we did with Lori, put you here? I really think because of that, that's why.
Yeah.
Put you all the way there.
You almost have to come wide out on these rocks here and take it up this.
Right here.
Right up here is what I was thinking for him.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're gonna have you. I'm gonna walk, but I want you to drive. Okay. We're actually gonna come a little bit wide right here in the beginning.
And then here, we're going to turn here and up this way.
Make sure you put your airplane wings out while you're doing that.
For sure.
She needs her passenger so we can have wings out both sides.
Does that provide extra lift?
Sure does. Gives you balance. It makes you fly, man.
The driver now. Nice and slow for me. And start coming up. There you go. Now just nice and easy around that hard work.
Good job, Lori.
best of all. Yeah.
Dennis is gonna have a
little bit more passenger. Okay. And a little bit driver here. Passenger, right there. That's your line, but when you get up that, you're gonna cut into the wall.
You got it.
Very
Made it look
And then
easy,
hard around,
Dennis.
and I'm
Good
gonna
job.
pull up.
Hey, Brad, when we have a chance to pull off, the Tacoma behind us, we could let by. We just talked to them. They're fine, but they could go ahead of us.
You got it. Straighten out. Good. And just take it slow as you climb. Nice job. And then you're going to hug that wall as you come around.
We got a 4runner here. I'm gonna try to stop. Coming down.
All right, yep, so take it wide over those rocks. And then you're getting your passenger tire there.
Lauren, you're gonna want to hop in with whoever you can at the bottom.
Gotcha. Good job. That's good, Mike. As you get up to the top, start hugging that wall. I'll hop in with you. Okay. Guys, we might need to get in the car. We gotta move so we get this.
Gary, your wife's chasing you.
I'm gonna hop out and take a picture. Just slide. Maybe he was coming down the trail on the sled.
I'm surprised that other people didn't come out there like could have come out. You know what I mean? Like, the man here, I think those roaches can be Oops. Trying to see which way he went. I think he tried to come more that side than he did.
A little room on these switchbacks. Just make sure they make the turn enough before you start. So here we are transitioning to Engineer Pass off of Mineral Creek. One thing to keep in mind about this area is that there are frequent passing rain showers, and the weather at the bottom of the mountain and at these high mountain passes can be very different, and things can turn pretty treacherous quickly.
two.
Does it help for me to crack my windows?
So when we got to the top of Engineer Pass, it was really snowing, as you can see. And my main concern about this trail in particular was that it is a muddy trail, or dirt trail, I guess, that would quickly turn into mud and then washouts. And trail washing out becomes much more of an issue and concern. So we quickly, once we got to the top and saw the weather turning, turned around and started to head back down.
Make sure you see the person.
So this trail here is Governor Basin. When we worked our way up towards the top of this trail, the very top was covered by snow.
Just cover your head if you slide. You'll stop in the goalie and get a better shot.
You alright?
My
Here.
hand. Closer.
You good? Okay.
I wasn't kidding about the tripod. Y'all had your walking sticks the other day.
I wasn't going back and
Okay.
starting over.
Alright.
Okay. That's not bad.
Not too bad, right?
To put on your right hand side.
So we ran out of trail here. The snow is blocking everything. So now we are faced with turning 7 Jeeps around on the Shelf Road. You want a walkie, Brad? Yeah, he just said one person, Brad.
Brad, you're doing
That's good. Now cut it back the other way.
not too hard. Yeah, actually, I want to.
And just kind of go into it as far as you can. Straight now. A little bit. A little bit. That's good. Yeah. Straight. You might have to, if you can't, you might have to roll a little bit as you're turning if you won't turn off. Yeah, I will. There you go.
You know what the only thing bad about where Gary's standing is everybody's videos.
Let me get out of the way. Well, this is left foot.
A breeze!
Just those guys.
Beautiful.
You got room.
You got about
what, DMV 3.9?
Just try not to tear the wall off. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Dennis will be a little more interested. Yeah. You're not gonna. We're gonna run into bumper issues, I think, a little bit. So come this way, towards me. Towards me a little bit. Slow it way down. Top
Slow
side,
down.
top side.
Stop. Do you want to do it, Brad?
So, in order to make it turn right, I'm gonna back.
Like probably right here, Brad.
Are you in like 4 low and all that? I mean, let me watch your backside. So Dennis, we don't really want you tearing up. So just go back as far as we might have to do multiple turns for you. But you good to keep backing straight up as far as it'll go.
Take his tow hook off.
Wheel coming up, wheel coming up. Your left front
Good.
Looks good. Good job. That cleared better than I thought. Okay. Stop.
Good. Excellent. Yep. Hard the other way. Hard. Nice and slow. Way slow.
Nice work, Dennis. How you feel?
Getting my head to go.
Yeah.
Good. I stopped there. Yeah. Let me out of your way here.
All right, that's 3. 4 to go. Good job, Steve.
Nice and slow. You're all right. Come up.
Right there.
All right, right about
Stop.
that's good. You're gonna start turning and then cut it hard the other way. Well, he's nice and Brent out.
Yeah. All right. Good job. And there's the crowd. Let's see it. Let's see the cheers. I mean, come on, guys. We'll
Can't
see.
you back yours up to that rack up there
Oh,
and
yeah.
come down?
Yeah.
Other way. I need your back end out this way.
All right. We got Mark here.
Way down. Now hard in towards the bank. No, stop. Hey, you're going the other side. You're good. Just stop right there.
Brad, do you want to do it?
Hard as a little. slow though, okay?
Like half a mile an hour or less.
Yeah, I don't know what the plus button is. I'm jealous. I don't have one on my Jeep.
Good, I have them locked up like that.
I didn't use that. Oh, I did.
Nice and slow.
Yeah.
You're good, you got room.
Is he in plus? Doing good. That's about it.
Coming up. Good. Stop there. Let it
Stop.
start the opposite
Stop.
way. And let me get out of it. We'll walk that way nice and slow. We might have to back you up again. Just take it nice and easy.
Mom and Brad got stuck with a bunch of communions.
Yeah.
You got room in the front. You're good. Just scraping your butt.
You're dragging ass, Mark.
So much for that power wash yesterday.
Yeah, that was a waste of money.
Yeah, you're not kidding. Slow, 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 because your tail. You'll get your bumper.
You're bumping the bank.
Figured your hitch digging in.
You could probably stop there and turn. Brad, he could probably go forward now.
Took the bumper, you said?
No, you're just
You're just dragging.
shoveling.
Soft dirt, no biggie.
You're getting rugged. You're earning those mean teeth that your wife wants to stick on there. How's that side look, Brad? Okay.
I love when it says that.
All right, Mark. Woo! How do you feel about that, Peggy? All right there? Is your heart still beating? Was that a no comment? Give her a hug. She's going to pass out. Do you trust me, Brad?
Yeah, sure. We'll get it. I'm not worried.
You go for your backup?
That's his.
When it's red,
It's recording right now? Okay. Just let it be known that Lauren did not trust me with the walkie-talkie to get her husband down off of this.
She didn't trust you with the camera either.
She didn't actually trust me with the camera. She says I cut off heads. Hey, how's this? Does this look pretty good? Hey.
And he was videoing for us. We're like, here, video this. I'm like, he's a photographer. We'll get it done.
Lauren, what do you have to say about that? All right, we should probably get serious now. Poor Brad.
Just realize I need to start my turn sooner than everybody else is.
I know. You just want to come out just a little bit, and then there you go. A little bit more. About 6 inches, and now start.
Front passenger tire.
You guys are going to want to be down where you could get out of the situation. It's down by that other Jeep if you had to. So go up over a rock here. Still clear. Hitch is still clear. Nice.
What happened to slow?
Nicely done.
Like,
Oh, the sun is
Sun is too harsh,
so.
man.
Get for that, and then open up the shadows in the.
my seatbelt locked up though.
You're in the.
Why did the seatbelt lock?
27. Are you good?
So you can back up from the outcropping, right? Yeah. Okay.
Don't chase me out.
My walkie fell by the accelerator.
You can
You're
hear me,
walking
I can talk loud. Oh no. You need me to get it when I open your door?
I'm not getting it.
Y'all are brave down there. Yeah, watch out guys. Give a little space, please.
Very nice.
All right, guys. David's going to explain to you why we had to go a little off trail here today. So,
Yeah, so the thing is, before anybody gets all upset about going off trail and the foliage and everything, it's important to understand, first of all, this was already had been cut into, but the trail was listed as open. There was no notifications, and obviously we ran into snow up there.
the trail's completely covered there.
There's no way to get through that at all, and safely for sure. And so with a group, and regardless, you have to do what you have to do to get down safely. And then that meant scouting and finding a place where there was already some damage had been done, which is unfortunate, but it was what we had to do in order to get everybody down safely.
Yeah, so you can see there was no foliage here to begin with, but
Yeah, and we stopped everybody as close as we could to the foliage on both sides as well. But again,
you can see the edges right there, and that's our widest point on this trail. So, and it's a few switchbacks before we hit a wider spot. So we figured that was the safest way to do it.
Guys, thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I will put a link for David's trips down in the description of this video. Like I said, he travels all over the world doing just some pretty amazing trips. And as far as Ouray, I'm sure we will head back that way again next year. So you can be looking for that trip in the upcoming future.